Today, I want to talk about racism and how that affects the dating community. I believe that we have certain biases, certain prejudice that we have towards dating someone outside of your race. In Western culture, culture that we live in today here in America, the European feature is the aesthetic that is usually glamorized as attractive. And if you are not that, then you are most likely seeing the opposite as not attractive. Um, I'm going to show a clip of a young black girl who explains her experience about growing up in an all-white community in a school structure where she was felt othered and not attractive.
If you were a black kid in a predominantly white high school, I am so sorry because this was me as a sophomore, this was me as a junior, and this was me senior year. The way we all convinced ourselves we were ugly just because the white boys at our school didn't find us attractive. And I saw a girl make a TikTok about this. I can't remember the creator, but if I do, I'll tag her down below. She was like, hey, white people, going up to your black friends and being like, just shoot your shot, it's not a big deal, isn't the advice y'all think it is. And it's so true. She said when white people go up to a guy, they just only fear, oh my God, what if I'm not their type? When we go up to a guy, it's like, oh my God, what if he's racist and doesn't like me because I'm black or because I'm dark skinned? And it's like, yeah. I went to predominantly white school since I was in elementary school. Like, of course my confidence was shit until freshman year of college. Looking back at it, a bitch was bad the entire time. Y'all were just mad and y'all can stay mad. No, but for real, all my black queens out there, you guys are stunning. Please don't let them get into your head.
Now, I understand that attraction not only has its certain biological reasonings of why we are attracted to someone based on survival, but also we have learned and conditioned ourselves to find or deem what we find attractive. And if you grew up in America, most likely it will be someone who is lighter or someone who is white. In the 2014 OkCupid score, there was in dating where men rating women who was the most attractive, and men mostly rated Asian women as being the most attractive. On the other side, women rating men, they rated the white male as the most attractive, and the least attractive was the was the black female. And on the men's side, it was the Asian male. Now, if you understand certain roles that the porn industry and fetishes plays in this, you could probably understand the Asian woman being the most attractive because there's a certain trait that is stereotyped as the Asian woman being submissive or over-sexualized, and that has conditioned us to see an Asian woman in a certain way, even if that is not who she is. And in the dating community now, I've been in situations where I've heard, I don't like Asian people, I don't like black people, I don't find them attractive. It's not racism, it's just a preference. And when I question the preference, it usually is followed by, I don't know, I just like what I like. Now, do I think that the person who just has a preference is racist? Not necessarily. However, I do think that their preference is rooted in racism. And I am here to challenge the idea of why someone would say that they don't find a certain race attractive, because that overall generalizes what attractive is for that entire race. I wrote something. What do I say to people who just say it's just a preference? I said, the problem with excluding an entire race is that you are assuming that the entire race looks/acts the same. Black people, for example, all look different and have different personalities. You can't say there isn't at least one black person you find attractive. There isn't at least one black person you find attractive. I completely understand being attracted to a certain physical feature or personality trait, but to exclude an entire race is most likely a form of a bias or a form of racism. I'm not blaming that person per se, but I'm saying that it is rooted in racism. And if we do not challenge that, we do not challenge why we like what we like and maybe expose ourselves to different cultures and diversities and races and attractiveness, then we will still put ourselves in the same hole.